Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Trey here with Brandon again. It's on the spellbooks deck that's in the dual videos I posted last week. So let's check it out.
Alright, first I'd like to say, my only misplay last week, for those of you in the comments, was that me and my opponent forgot that I didn't have a spellcaster on the field for Fate. Fuck you all.
Yeah, fuck you all.
That's right, that's how you treat your
No,
audience.
I'm joking. No, don't talk to my subscribers like that, man. Subscribers are always right.
40 cards, Prophecy deck. My monsters are 3 High Priestess. You drop her by revealing 3 spellbooks in your hand, and once per turn you can banish a spellbook in your hand or in your graveyard. Just pop a card on the field. It's the main powerhouse of the deck. You search her out, special her through a number of effects. Because of her, people think that the way to play the deck is to play a lot of spellbooks in it and try and just have nothing but spellbooks, and to try and grab her out as fast as possible and OTK. But I don't like that thinking, because the way this deck usually explodes involves dropping one of her, at most 2. So I prefer to play traps in my builds and lower my spellbook count. Anyway, so 3 High Priestesses, 3 Spellbook Magicians. This card is incredibly powerful. It's tiny, admittedly, but it's a Stratos for the deck. It's search out a spell card from your deck and add it to your hand. Any Stratos you find is extremely powerful, and this one's no exception. I play 3 of them because of Wonder Wand, attribute a spellcaster to, or send a spellcaster it's equipped to the graveyard to draw 2. It classes out the ass. Play 1 Justice and 1 Temperance, and to search them out, I play a Stoic.
You talking about Tyree?
Temperance, you can tribute her if you've activated a spellbook this turn to special a level 5 or higher spellcaster from your deck, or a level 5 or higher Light of Dark spellcaster, being High Priestess, but you can't special a level 5 spellcaster or level 5 monster again that turn. I like 1 of her because she is just a normal zonable High Priestess basically. And Justice is, if you've activated a spellbook this turn, or during the end phase of the turn which you activated a spellbook, you can banish her to add a level 5 or higher Light of Dark spellcaster and a spellbook from your deck to your hand. She's amazing pluses, but I don't like playing more than 1 of either of them because they tend to accumulate in the hand, and since my only targets for them are High Priestesses, they tend to become useless more quickly than I tend to draw them when they're more useless to me. So I play the Stoic because of Grand Spellbook Tower, which if it's destroyed, I can special summon him from my deck, guaranteed. And if I draw him with a Wonder Wand, I can tribute him, which that's mandatory, so I'll do the search for 1 of these 2, and then in addition to my draw 2. My non-prophecy monsters that I play are Triple Breaker. The deck plays so many spells that it crowds out room for anything else. So I'm not playing MSTs, I'm playing Breaker instead. I like Breaker because it clears the way for my High Priestesses. If its summon is successful, then I get to pop a back row, and it just makes it a lot safer for High Priestesses to come on the field. If its summon is stopped, then that's just as good because my High Priestesses are safe. It's also a target for Spellbook of Power and Spellbook of Life if I need to. The last 2 monsters are Suitradodius. I was playing Effect Failures, which is their spellcasters, and I could use them with Spellbook of Life or the Grand Spellbook Tower. But in the end, I decided to go with the 3 Spellbook Magicians and the Stoic because they're a lot easier to get out. So I rarely need an Effect Failure in the graveyard to use either of those cards. So I play Trigodias because the deck doesn't have a lot of defense, especially against OTKs. And cards tend to accumulate in the hand a lot because of Spellbook Magician. And it is a Spellbook Magician and Tower and Justice.
How many monsters?
14.
Okay, cool.
3 spell card count is 19, I believe. 3 Spellbook of Secrets. Main search card of the deck, obviously, search for a spellbook this turn. Spellbook card this turn, search out Spellbook Magician. That's one of my favorite uses for it, is to start this endless Spellbook Magician search loop. There are 2 Spellbook to the Master. Spellbook to the Master, you reveal a spellbook in your hand. If you control a spellcaster type monster on the field, you reveal a spellbook in your hand. And target a spellbook in your graveyard. You resolve the effect of master as the effect of that spellbook. Normal spellbook, by the way. It's the main use for it is to target its secrets, to thin out your deck more, and to pump a lot of spellbooks in the graveyard for something like Tower. My main play usually is to summon a spellbook magician, grab secrets, play secrets for master, play master on secrets, and grab a Tower. I have 2 spellbooks in my graveyard for Tower already, and it helps me thin out my deck a lot more, so I can get to my High Priestesses a lot faster. 2 Spellbook of Wisdom. Spellbook of Wisdom is a lance for spellcasters. Target 1 spellcaster on each side of the field. It either can't be affected by other spell cards this turn, or it can't be affected by traps this turn. It's a searchable lance. I don't know how broken that is. 2 Spellbook of Power. It increases the attack of the spellcaster on the field by 1,000. And if that spellcaster destroys a monster by battle, you can search your deck for a spellbook and add it to your hand. It's the only other way to search on spellbooks, which is why I play 2 of it. And this is the only other spellbook that I play 2 of. I don't play 2 of any of the others besides this, Wisdom, Master, and Secrets. It's also another target for Master, to master 1 card, or master 1 spellcaster, and then, or to power 1 spellcaster, sorry, and then play Master, targeting the power in your graveyard. It's a power that spellcaster again. It gains 2,000 attack, and if it destroys a monster by battle, you search twice. The other spellbooks I play are 1 Grand Spellbook Tower. If you have a spellcaster on your field or in your graveyard, you can return a spellbook in your graveyard to the bottom of your deck to draw 1 card during your draw phase. Or during your standby phase, sorry. And when it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon that spellcaster whose level is equal to or less than the number of spellbooks in your grave. Its second effect doesn't happen that often because it can miss timing. If you try and activate its effect and they chain MST, then when it's destroyed, its effect will try to resolve, but it can't because it's attempting to special summon at the same time. So I don't get its effect off that often. But when they don't have MSTs, I'm just constantly getting pluses off of it. But I still only play 1 because the cards are cyclable, and I don't like drawing cards like this that have no place being in my hands or on the field if there's already 1 on the field. I play 1 Spellbook of Fate. Basically, it has 2 main uses. If you control a spellcaster on the field, a face-up spellcaster, you can banish 1 to return a set spell trap on the field to the hand. Banish 2 spellbooks to change 1 monster on the field to face-down defense position, or change the battle position. Face-down defense position, sorry. And the third effect is banish 3 to banish 1 card on the field. It seems like it's a really good defense card, but because you need to have a spellcaster on the field, you can't use it as often as it seems like you'd be able to. Keeping spellcasters on the field isn't as easy as it seems, so I only play the 1 for the situations when I can set up with a Spellbook Magician or a High Priestess and defend it. Play 1 Spellbook of Life, reveal a spellbook in your hand, and banish a spellcaster from the grave. Special summon a spellcaster from your grave, and it gains the level of the banished spellcaster. I also only play 1 of this one because it requires a spellcaster in your grave to banish and a spellbook to have in your hand to reveal. I don't like how many conditions it has to play more than 1. And it's searchable, so I don't see any point in playing more than 1, especially when I need to make room for traps. And the final spellbook I play is a single Spellbook of Eternity. Return a banished spellbook from your removal play pile to your hand. This is the main thing that allows me to recycle things like Tower. If I banish it with High Priestess's effect or Fate's effect, I can recycle with Eternity, which is also searchable. And the non-spellbook spells I play, 3 Wonder Wands. I play 3 Wonder Wands because I play 3 Spellbook Magicians and 1 Stoic. The Spellbook Magicians are searchable. The Stoic is semi-searchable. If a Spellbook Magician is destroyed by my opponent, then I'm not getting a plus off of it. But if I Wonder Wand it away, then I am getting a plus. So I prefer to use Wonder Wand on it and just leave it on the field for my opponent to destroy. And I need a way to draw into my traps since I'm not searchable by secrets, obviously. And then the last 3 spells I play are Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy. That said, I don't play the MSTs because I have so many spell cards in here that it crowds out room for traps and monsters, so I play the breakers instead. And the traps I play, these are the traps I think of that are just the most powerful in general. has 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Warnings, 2 Torrentials, and 2 Phoenix Chains. I play these to draw into them with my Wonder Wands. The deck is easily searchable, or the spellbooks in the deck are easily searchable by secrets. So by thinning the deck, it's easier to draw into them, and I can defend myself instead of just, like other people think you should do, leave yourself completely open to your opponent's potentially OTKing when all you can do is drop 1 High Priestess. That's play traps.
Cool. You have an extra deck?
The extra deck isn't very important.
Yeah.
I do have one, but I don't use very many cards in it.
Okay.
Your main plays are to go into High Priestess. Sometimes I happen to get 2 Spellbook Magicians on the field, in which case I go into one of these 3.
Yeah.
Shining Elf, in particular, is more useful than you might think because he's a spellcaster. Spell Magician only has 500 attack, but Shining Elf has 16, and you can play power on him. My opponent had a Stardust on the field and killed my Kaiju earlier today, but I had a Spellbook Magician on the field, so I summoned another Spellbook Magician, searched for power, and stayed into him, and attacked over the Stardust. But even then, it's really not a common thing to have happen. Usually I either Wonder Wand my Spellbook Magician, or I just torrential away by myself if I'm stopping my opponent, or they kill it. The other seed that I usually end up playing, possibly, is Big Eye. If I drop 2 High Priestesses, it doesn't happen very often because I usually rather my High Priestesses, but if they have something that I want, then I like to have this option. The other extra deck cards that I play, just for the random chance that I might ever need them. Hierophant's Prophecy. These cards 2 level 7 spellcasters. You can detach a material to destroy a number of spell and trap cards my opponent controls, up to the number of spellbook cards in your graveyard. He's not very useful because you need 2 High Priestesses to go into him, and usually High Priestess is the one popping in my opponent's macros, but there's been like 1 occasion against Chainburn where I didn't use them, and the extra deck isn't really that important for this deck, so I don't mind keeping them in here. I play a few ranked 4s. I think I'm missing some of them right now. Like I said, the extra deck's really not that important. I'm playing these and an Abyss Dweller, a Maestroke, and a Cowboy, I think. Just because I have Breaker and I side Kaikus. So I play the rank 4s in case there's ever an opportunity where I need them. But like I said, no, I almost never go into a rank 4. And then I play a few Synchros. In the off chance I reborn someone's tuner, or I side Veiler too, so I can use Veiler, Smoke to Life, something back, and summon the Veiler. But it's not that important.
Cool.
The only ones that are really that important are these 3 and this one.
Cool. Anything else? Shout out to your channel, right? Half the 64. And you wanna, alright. That's Adrian Sean Shakir. Trying to make a cameo. Alright. Thanks, man.